My wife, Catherine, we have been married for 46 years. We have had 4 children, 3 of whom are spread all over the country, and one of them still lives with us.
Alzheimer's disease is a degenerative condition of the brain which affects memory and several other functions. It can affect activities of daily living and make behavior changes and personality changes.
Incidents which triggered us to take her to the doctor was driving. She had a few very near-miss incidents, and we decided that we have to get the doctor to take a look at her.
It is a serious disease in that ultimately all patients deteriorate and pass away from this disease.
When we first took her to the family doctor, he gave her a quick test, and he said probably this is Alzheimer's.
Patients, once they have been diagnosed with Alzheimer's disease, can last anywhere from 2 years to 20 years. There is no cure.
We are hoping that may not be, and we are trying to look in the positive side, hoping that this will just blow away or something.
The first symptom is actually memory. But most people write it off saying, oh, it's just age-related. But it's only when behavior kicks in or activities of daily living are impaired that people really begin to notice.
We went to a specialist, and she confirmed that it was Alzheimer's, and she started prescribing her some medications for that.
It seems to come up, then levels off for a while, and then deteriorates. And usually when the last deterioration happens is when the patient requires a lot of personal care and where they likely will end up in institutions.
I was an engineer, and my whole life it's been problem solving.
What we have are methods of slowing down the disease, and we know the risk factors, and we are trying to help our patients avoid those risk factors so that they may not get the disease.
So I applied the skill to coping with Alzheimer's as well. Incontinence, difficulty getting in the shower, there are all sorts of issues. And each one, I took them as a challenge.
And among those, the common things are controlling blood pressure, controlling cholesterol, controlling your weight, staying physically active. All those things are important. And now we have this new ALZ ID test where you can measure the proportion of certain lipids in the blood and make a prediction whether the person has a high risk, low risk, or normal risk. If the family doctor goes ahead and does the screening and gives the result, and the result is favorable, end of story. And if it's somebody with a very high risk, then consider referring them to a specialty memory clinic, specialty Alzheimer's disease clinic, where these people can be worked up.
Of course, it did have a huge impact in our life. Our life is totally dedicated to taking care of my wife. It is literally 24/7.
So when it comes to Alzheimer's disease, as soon as you suspect that this may be happening to you, don't wait. Take action, see your family doctor, get your risk assessed.
To find out more about early assessment for your risk factors, visit healthandfamily.ca/Alzheimer's. For more information about Alzheimer's disease and other dementias, or to find help and support in your community, visit alzheimer.ca and these websites.